1st of September, which was yesterday. Yes, I am a day late. Anyone that knows me knows I'm very well known for being constantly late, but this was really important, so this is why I am doing it a day late. So yesterday, sex workers around the world grouped together to online protest about financial discrimination. Anyone with any links to the industry will know that around about last December, I think it was, Mastercard came down on Pornhub and started making some quite strict requirements for the industry as a result of some of these changes, which is coming into play very, very soon. Last week, OnlyFans decided to remove their explicit content and then a few days later retract that, possibly once they realised how much money they'd lose. But there's always things happening. There's always discrimination, whether it's websites from the likes of Mastercard and possibly eventually Visa and all the other payment processing companies, or whether it's us as individuals having difficulties getting bank accounts and things like that. So please watch my video about my experiences of discrimination within the UK banking system. Hello, I am Sadie Martins. I am an online and in-person sex worker. I thought it was really important for me to talk about the discrimination I've had with banks. I never wanted any payments to go through my personal bank account because I keep that all very, very separate. And yet I have really struggled to get a business bank account. As sex work in the UK is legal, I thought nothing of it to just apply for a bank account under my job title. Unfortunately, that was not met with the same response as I had assumed I would, because HMRC, frankly, doesn't give a shit. I had actually applied for 5 business bank accounts before I realised there was a problem. So I applied for one and was turned down. I applied for a second one and was turned down, and the third and the fourth, and by the 5th I thought this is ridiculous, because I had done loads of checks to see what my credit rating was. I had no debt, I wasn't asking for overdrafts, like what is the problem? And it was only by the 5th one that I contacted them and said, look, you need to tell me what's going on, because you're the 5th bank now that's turned me down, and I don't understand why. And although, bless him, he did get a mouthful back, he was honest enough to say, we don't support your line of work. I found that ridiculous. If HMRC are happy to take my money to pay for my taxes, why the fuck is the bank not happy to take my money that I have earned? In the end, the only way I was able to get a business bank account and secure my identity was to lie. I didn't want to lie. I don't want to have to lie about what my business is. But ultimately, it is the only way I can get a bank account. Now, also, what has happened over the last few months is something has happened with processing, which now means that you have to have the person's first name and last name to be able to send them payments, even if they have a business bank account. This now means I cannot receive payments through my business bank. I've spoken to my bank for my business account, and what they've told me is, for them specifically, the only way that I can have a bank account that is in my business name, not my personal name, is by me becoming a limited company. I don't want to be a limited company. I have no reason to be a limited company. And yet, for this particular bank, it's the only way that I can receive payments. PayPal. PayPal is completely non-sex worker friendly. Just a sniff of what you do, they shut you down. They then go into having an inquiry, and it takes something like 180 days for them to complete their inquiry and for them to give you your money. My account got shut down. Somebody mentioned literally the initials OF, and my PayPal was closed. It is frustrating why something that is perfectly legal within the UK and you still can't get a business bank account or PayPal. I'm not looking for loans, I'm not looking for overdrafts. I just want a business account that doesn't have my real life name plastered all over it. That's all I want. There are lots of people that don't follow me on websites but do want to pay me individually, and I'm not going to use my personal account. It's just ridiculous. It's me getting a business bank account with a high street bank is not going to change sex trafficking. It's not going to change any of that stuff. All it does is make my life so much more difficult. Why should I have to suffer because banks don't want to be associated? I can guarantee those people that made those terms and conditions watch porn all the time. Guarantee it. Maybe even see the odd lady, or man for that matter, and yet still discriminated against. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't be a thing anymore, and yet it still is, and it needs to stop. Please support me and the other sex workers around the world in this fight against financial discrimination. Sign up on acceptancematters.org and support what we're trying to do here. I know I would really appreciate your additional support. It is only with numbers that we can really show the financial industry that we are not going to take this lying down. Excuse the pun. We've got to fight this. We really have. And with your support, it will make such a difference. We just want the same respect that other people have. Thank you very much. This has been a very serious Sadie's world, but who knows, next week might be a little bit more light-hearted for you. Thank you very much, and sign up. Mwah.